It's NBA action on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams for what should be a terrific matchup here tonight. From FedEx Forum, just off Beale Street in downtown Memphis. Tonight, it's the Memphis Grizzlies taking on the Indiana Pacers. The Indiana Pacers control the opening tap. Runner here won't go down.
It's easy for the offense to get agitated when you keep turning around and the defense is right there in your face. The jarring is only going to escalate.
Looking to take this all the way. Miles Turner rejects it.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
Can't connect from in close.
And this is where you know you have the offense right where you want them. Every possession, all you see them doing is complaining to the ref, complaining to each other. You're making the game uncomfortable. That's the mark of a good defense.
Jones with it. Down 2. To Oladipo. Side. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
Stuffs it down with authority.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Prob City.
Pacers with the possession. Oladipo. Baseline drive, the shot won't fall.
That's superb defense. That's a defense getting there from the weak side early and making the player short arm a shot.
The crossover gets inside and the slam dunk.
It can only be one of two things here. One, the defender ran out of gas. Or two, this dude is just unstoppable.
And look out. Big finish at the rim. Jay, this is getting scary fast.
If you're the defense, you have to deny him the ball. Maybe throw a box and one. Maybe throw a zone. Maybe even throw the kitchen sink because he's putting on a show in the first quarter.
He gets it.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
Knocked loose. And finishes strong.
And if you're on defense on that last possession, no need to look over to the coach's bench, hold up your arms, wonder what did you do. Everybody got back, everybody communicated, everybody pointed. It was just better offense than a...
Jones with it. They find themselves down 10. Rejected.
Ooh, not skipping a beat. There are some things that you just cannot teach. That's called a 6'10" frame with a 7'5" wingspan.
All by himself. Creates his own shot there.
They're going to have to find answers defensively and quickly because he's carving them up in the first quarter.
It's a big finish. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
Oladipo. Goes reverse to lay it in.
Bodies bouncing all around on that layup with the offense winning that battle. But if the defense keeps up that kind of pressure, good things are bound to happen.
Count it. No and one. There was some contact there.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Indiana with the basketball. Oladipo. Has a chance. Jumper's good.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
For three. Off the iron. No good. Has a look. Knocks it down. Off the step back.
I don't know what halftime evaluation will be worse, the ankles or the bruised ego.
I got ball.
Leaves his man in the dust and finishes at the rim.
Man, he's got the defender out there tap dancing like that on national TV. That's not a good sign.
Oladipo. Picked up by Memphis. Stuffs it down with authority.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
Changes coming from both sides right now. A drive to the basket, but the shot rattles in and out.
And you see so many players quit on a play after they were beat the first time, but not him. He stayed on his...
And a putback slam.
Ed, it's pretty amazing how athletic bigs can be when it comes to getting an easy 2 points, huh?
Jones with it. Down a bundle. Cleans it up. Right time, right player.
Can't teach height.
Grizzlies at the controls right now.
All right here. Double team, double team, double team.
Sizing up the defense. Nothing going here on that to Wade. Gets it to go. Could have been more. A lot of contact, but no foul.
I don't think anyone saw this one coming, but it looks like they're trying to send a message. Look into their eyes. They're laser focused. They're playing as if this game is tied.
He throws it down. Jay, they've had no answer for this guy.
He's been on fire this first quarter. That's the way you take it right to your opponent. You attack right out of the gate.
Jones with it. His guys down big. Knocked loose. It's a turnover as they head the other way.
Why not? Let's keep the crowd in it.
Count the bucket for two.
Man, that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
Pacers control. To Turner.
2 minutes left in the first quarter.
Off the mark. Throws it down.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Now a whistle, and Indiana is going to use a timeout as they'll talk things over here in the first quarter. We have both squads set to make some moves right now.
Into the game for Memphis, number 25, Austin Rivers.
And that's rebounded by the Grizzlies.
Get down. Half court, head come. I got ball.
Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
That was such a great job by the offensive player. knowing that you're probably going to take some lumps here and there, but still remaining aggressive throughout the shot and getting a crack at the extra point.
Free throw's good as they continue to widen their lead. That's a turnover. It goes the other way. Whoa, what a finish. This is spiraling out of control.
And this is where you feel so bad for that assistant coach that had the defensive scouting report. You know he put in the time and effort to give you all the right tools to win this game. You've been caught out of position each and every time, which is the reason you're down.
Yeah, you don't want to make the boss unhappy. McConnell to Brogdon. Off the assist.
Finally something goes their way. I don't think I need to tell you, but this has been a disaster of a first quarter. They just need somebody to get hot, and then they need to come together as a team and get a few stops.
McConnell. To Turner. Not that time. Takes it coast to coast, and the strong finish at the rim. Jay, this is getting scary fast.
If you're the defense, you have to deny him the ball. Maybe throw a box and one. Maybe throw a zone. Maybe even throw the kitchen sink because he's putting on a show in the first quarter.
Short jumper misses.
Woo! I like that intensity on that play. That's how you actually
Stuffs it down with authority.
That's how you punctuate a good first quarter. 3 more left to go, but you've set the momentum for the second.
It's Indiana. Basketball. Oh, he's denied.
Oh, big man doing work right there.
Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
The offense has very little to lose on those type of plays if they know they can, number 1, create contact, and number 2, still get the ball up. You need to assert yourself fully on the defensive end by initiating the contact and not allowing the offensive player to get that ball above his waist.
Free throws up and good. 3-point play. They continue to pour it on early. Deep 3 at the buzzer. We're through 1 at the FedEx Forum with the Grizzlies on top. We're back to Beale Street in Memphis right after this. You're watching the NBA on EA Sports. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things.
Substitutions, Memphis. Substitutions, Indiana.
Count the basket inside.
Might have had an extra dribble or 2 there, but he got the shot.
Now the Pacers go to use a timeout as they'll take a moment to go over things here in the second quarter.
Number 24, Tyus Jones.
To Oladipo. It's a turnover as they head the other way. It's Grizzlies ball. And he finishes at the rim.
And sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
Oladipo into the front court. He'll run the offense. And look out. He was ready right at the tip.
What a first half he's having. He came out of the gate, attacked, found ways to get to the rim. Now look how easy the game is coming to him.
Jones with it. Looking to make something happen. To Oladipo. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
See, Ed, that's what I love. You don't need to conserve your energy. You attack that rim with ferocity.
The crossover gets inside and the slam dunk. This is becoming a runaway.
They're getting to the rim at will, probably because we're watching Matador defense. You probably want to get in the way of your defender if they keep trying to attack the rim.
That's a turnover. It goes the other way.
Come on, let's dig in. Let's really build this lead.
Knocks it down from mid-range.
Hand down, man down. You got to get up and contest the shot.
Pick up, pick up, pick up.
Oh, he got a piece of it.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
Get back.
Slam dunk.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice finish. It's all business.
It's a turnover as they head the other way.
Keep your foot on the gas, but don't get too reckless.
Throws it down.
I don't think I could do that on a 5-foot rim.
I can, because that's my only choice. Pacers with the possession. Oladipo. Here comes the screen to Oladipo. Victor Oladipo with the slam.
The NBA's most improved player was a guy that always invested in himself, both on and off the court, but he always put in the work to be better. Was a sponge for information, an insatiable appetite to be the best. But the difference is, he's believing in himself. Whether that's singing at the NBA award show or performing at the highest level on the court, it's safe to say that Victor Oladipo has officially arrived.
Stuffs it down with authority.
You see, Ed, that's the problem. When you have guys on the perimeter that can shoot the basketball defensively, you're taught to hedge at the driver and then stay home, which leaves the lane wide open for great jams like that.
Here comes the screen. To Oladipo. Knocked loose. Oladipo. Yes, Victor Oladipo. With that, he's 5 for 9.
You know what I like about this pass play? Instead of putting his head down and forcing the action, he patiently waited for the play to develop.
Smith. That misses with 3 seconds left. A very one-sided first half of basketball as we are at halftime. Let's get you to our end.
And that concludes our halftime report. Thanks for joining us, and see you again after the game.
I got ball.
Double team.
Miles Turner sends it away.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
Stuffs it down with authority.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat 5, but we're watching one man carry 4 other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
That's a turnover. It goes the other way.
Maybe pace it right here. They got a big lead at home.
To Turner. Knocked loose. It's a turnover as they head the other way. Big finish at the rim.
Just wait a second, Ed. Wait 1 second. Can we go back to the play before this great play that we just saw? Just because you have a bad offensive possession, you can't allow that to go down and reciprocate itself on the defensive end. One bad play does not make 2 bad plays. You have to bounce back. That's how you play this game.
Yes, it drops. Little drama on that one.
And if you don't contest, he's knocking that down with ease.
I'm here.
Oh, the touch at the rim. Count it.
Just a ball-handling wizard, still putting people under his spell.
Hey, this is my man right here. Y'all be choice. I got ball. Watch the cut. I got the cut. Watch the cut.
Add 2 points to the board.
You see, the great playmakers see the shot before it ever happens. They recognize how they were being guarded on the previous set, and then they make the necessary adjustments.
Hey, feed me. I'm hot.
Converts in the paint. Nice finish at the rim.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
Passed it off. Give him 2 points. High percentage.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
To Hield.
You don't want it. You don't want it.
Count the basket at the rim.
Because in certain players' mind, it doesn't matter if they're amongst the trees or not. They're always going to be the giant in the paint.
Jones with it. Down a bundle. The drive. Right to the basket. And the Grizzlies have the rebound.
Match up, match up, match up. Hands up, hands up, hands up.
Takes it coast to coast. And a strong finish at the rim.
It's almost like he had the defender on a string, and he's the puppet master.
And he's fouled. Earns a trip to the foul line, Jay.
Just because a team's winning doesn't mean the refs are going to put away the whistle. Play right all the way through.
Tyus Jones at the line for 2 shots. A career 81% free throw shooter. And hits the first free throw. And gets both to drop at the line.
I like that. Good help.
That's out. Last touch by Kyle Anderson. Oladipo. Oh, you could sense that coming.
There is a premium market for players with that type of hand-eye coordination.
And he buries it.
I love the pure confidence on that jumper. He takes that three despite the defender being right in front of his face. That's borderline disrespectful.
Indiana with the basketball to Oladipo. Bad pass taken away by the Grizzlies. To Valanciunas. Jonas Valanciunas. Not a busy night, but effective. 2 for 2.
Woo, did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
It goes down.
Contact on a drive can be a beautiful thing. Making those tough shots can really help you build a mental advantage over your defender.
Oladipo. A fundamental shot right there.
The reality is no one can guard a player at his level one-on-one. The help defense needs to be shown, and he needs to see a series of obstacles instead of just one individual.
Knocked loose. That's a turnover. It goes the other way. And a throwdown.
You used to hear all these coaches talk about, we need players to run the floor. No, I don't need you to run the floor. I need you to run the floor with purpose. Those are two different things. When you run the floor in attack mode, that's when plays like this occur.
Oladipo. Oh, great pass. Setting up the basket.
As my mother would say to the defender, A for effort, F for results.
I'm hillside. I'm hillside.
Look at the fight for that ball. We'll get a jump. Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor. Austin Rivers. And the basket good at the rim.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
Oladipo into the front court. His guy's down big, and that's going to get out of bounds. So it's going to stay with Indiana. Oladipo guarded by the former Dookie. Shot from in close, no good.
You gotta get up on that. No, I got him.
Stuffs it down with authority.
Man, they are just continuing to pour it on. But the one thing we know about in this league, you have to make sure that you continue to play with energy because leads can evaporate quickly. Oh, out there looking like the Kimbe Mutombo.
Took it right to him, and the defender was ready.
Oh, he just blocked that shot out of bounds.
Jay, they're lucky they get the ball back. Time for some new personnel into the game.
Number 3, Dwayne Wade.
Doesn't have the touch. No good.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
Takes it right to the rim. A lot of contact there, but they say no foul. Knocked loose. And that's going to get out of bounds. It remains Pacers basketball. Coach has seen enough. He wants some changes. New personnel onto the floor. Oladipo. Knocked loose. It's a turnover as they head the other way. Memphis, they've got it. And scores. Strong take.
Did you see that change of direction mid-flight? And also the English he utilized to spin the ball off the rim? That was a thing of beauty.
Gets it in the left corner. Right through the heart of the defense. The layup is good.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
To Rivers. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Oladipo. Nothing going here on that drive. Trying to cash in. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
So many times we get on the defender for quote-unquote letting the offensive player score on an and one. Sometimes there's a lucky bounce, but more often than not, it's the offensive player who makes the play happen despite the defender's best intentions.
And he misses that one free throw. Pacers control. And count the basket.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of your...
Leaves his man in the dust and finishes at the rim.
Man, if we were at Rucker Park right now, everybody will be wilding on the court. Guarantee it.
No good. Stuffs it down with authority. That misses with 2 seconds to go. That'll do it. Third quarter complete. The Grizzlies are way out in front. Grizzlies get the first crack at it.
Substitutions, Indiana. Substitutions, Memphis.
He'll go to the foul line to shoot.
I can't believe I'm about to say this about an NBA team because this is what I say to my grammar school team. But just because a team is down on the scoreboard doesn't mean you stop playing hard and smart. You really have nothing to lose but really good habits to gain.
Knocks down the first. Able to convert on both free throws. It's Indiana basketball.
2 minutes left.
To
in the
Brogdon.
quarter.
Knocked loose. That's a turnover. It goes the other way.
Let's just let the clock run out. We got to get out of here. I got a dinner to go to.
And scores.
You know, it reminds me, Ed, of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
Al-Farouq Aminu swats it.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
Pacers with the possession.
Defense, let's go.
Off the penetration, almost, but no good.
That's superb defense. That's a defense getting there from the weak side early and making the player short on the shot.
It's good, and one.
The offense has very little to lose on those type of plays if they know they can, number one, create contact, and number two, still get the ball up. You need to assert yourself fully on the defensive end by initiating the contact and not allowing the offensive player to get that ball above his waist.
Free throw's good. Add one more to the total. This game feels out of reach. Jones with it. He'll run the offense. Here comes the screen. Plenty of contact. The shot no good. Takes it coast to coast, and the strong finish at the rim. At this point, they're twisting in the wind.
Were you looking for a response from me? Because I don't really know what else there is to even say. I mean, is this even a game? I mean, we should just start packing up and getting ready to go right now.
To Turner. It's a turnover as they head the other way. Grizzlies own the basketball. Stuffs it down with authority.
If you know a guy's a driver, there's no need to apply that much pressure on him if his main objective is to get to the rim. Play off of him, make him think about the jump shot, and also, guys from the weak side on the help side, make sure you play in those gaps and you try to close out as quick as possible when he puts his head down.
Lays it up and in. That misses with a second to go. Grizzlies get the victory as they cruise to win a game that was never really in doubt. That does it. For my partner Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. As we say, so long, everyone.
Taylor Rose here, and I've got your EA Sports post-game wrap-up. That does it for us. On behalf of the rest of the crew, good night.
Your boy QJB's dunks coming from the